There are many ways people text while driving. Here we can see a driver with one hand on the wheel, looking down, holding a phone. Notice how far down the driver is looking. This reduces reaction time. This driver is looking up, but still only one hand on the wheel and she's blocking her own view. Some even use their wrist to steer while texting, amongst other body parts. This driver is using their knees to steer while texting. Texting while making a turn is the most dangerous thing a texting driver can do. Turning requires the most attention when driving. Here is a depiction of the device attached to the steering wheel. It shows how the design requires the driver to text while having both hands on the wheel at the 10 and 2 o'clock positions. The screen attaches on the upper part of the wheel, so the user is only looking a couple inches down and forward versus 6 inches to a foot down and looking in any direction. This will increase reaction time. The device does not block gauges and does not interfere with turning the wheel. Models have proven this. Here we can see the screen and hand units. The screen has a separate attachment mechanism, which it slides into. The attachment mechanism as well as the hand units have clamps that are form-fitting to the steering wheel rings. The screen connects to a smartphone via Bluetooth to send and receive both voice and text messages. The screen also remotely connects to a vehicle's collision avoidance system or comes with a sensor accessory that fits on the dashboard to detect imminent collisions. When a collision is imminent, the hand units will vibrate, and a warning will flash on the screen until the danger has passed. If the driver finds a system too irritating and turns it off, the screen has a separate alert system that trains drivers to look up in 3-second intervals through a combination of warning graphics and vibrations from the hand units. Research from the National Highway Transportation and Safety Administration has shown that timed alerts are effective and do work on drivers in this manner. Multimodal alerts are the most effective. Multimodal meaning the physical vibrations combined with visual graphics. In addition, randomly timed messages appear on the screen, encouraging the use of the device's voice technology instead of texting. This is an attempt to break through the tunnel vision of the texting addiction by giving the driver the awareness and opportunity to switch. None of these graphics block any text on the screen when they're active. The screen also blanks out when it detects the driver is turning the wheel. The device includes a voice-activated GPS. The hand units mimic two-thumb texting that the majority of texters use. This makes sure that both hands are on the wheel when texting. This design shows how the device is portable, having both hand units inserted on either side of the screen. The user can then hold the screen in the center and carry it, or put it in a carrying case. There are many advantages to this device over other technologies that attempt to tackle texting while driving. A product survey shows that it strongly appeals to texting drivers because it includes manual texting, which is at the core of the addiction. Because of this attraction, it targets exactly who we want made safer. The device also actively attempts to expose the texting driver to and bridge the gap between texting and voice technology with unobtrusive reminder messages. This device, unlike most similar technologies, was designed based on research, not assumption. Lastly, it acknowledges the fact that texting is a function of privacy. Not everyone wants a car full of people hearing their conversation with nowhere to go. And some conversations are not only private, but time-sensitive. So let's take a look at the competition. Headsets and speech-to-text have the same problems with privacy. Blocking technology is a bust. No one who likes to text while driving will voluntarily block themselves, and teens can always borrow someone else's phone. Collision avoidance technology has its problems. The National Highway Transportation and Safety Administration conducted a study in which a third of subjects using the technology turned it off because it was too annoying. An all-or-nothing solution. There is also the possibility that drivers could feel so empowered by the system that they become reckless. The proposed device bolsters the safety of collision avoidance systems, as well as providing layers of safety. So if the driver deactivates the collision avoidance system, there is still the device's independent alerts and the physical design. If the alerts are deactivated, there is still the design requiring two hands on the wheel and has the driver looking forward and only 2 inches down. This device is not illegal. Federal law states that anything can be attached to the steering wheel so long as it does not stop it from turning. Courts have established that it is the person who is responsible for actions that result in distraction, not a thing. One can't sue a razor company because they decided to shave while they were driving and got into a crash. No cell phone manufacturer has ever been successfully sued because of this. The device is also not specifically geared towards texting due to its various voice options, including text-to-speech, speech-to-text, GPS, and talk. It would be no different than having a cell phone in the car with all the same abilities and opportunities for use, but with controls for safety that a cell phone lacks. It will not encourage texting while driving because no one will spend money on this product unless they already do it, or plan to. This is similar to when radar detectors were later found not to encourage speeding. Bans make the behavior of texting while driving illegal, not the devices that allow it. This device provides a transition to safer voice technologies and works in conjunction with bans. Bans may be effective in stopping some drivers from texting, but does little for the ones who refuse to stop. This device can have tangible benefits, addressing the texting addiction directly. This device is a win-win for everyone. It can stop premiums from being raised further because of texting while driving, and make text bans work, making us all safer while still allowing drivers to communicate as they please. There are always going to be texting drivers. It's become part of our culture, and now it's time for a pragmatic solution. Any donation you can make using the link below to help this device become a reality is appreciated. Thank you for your time.